Tonight, we're joined with the Vice President of Hockey Operations from the Coachella Valley Firebirds and someone who has built this thing from the bottom up the right way. It's Troy Bodie. All right, Troy, thanks for taking a few moments here with us on the Rogan Report. Let's get right into it. First place, Coachella Valley Firebirds. Just talk briefly on the temperature of the team and how you're feeling at this point in the season and where everything stands.
Yeah, everything's going pretty well for us right now. Team's playing well. What's fortunate for us is we're healthy. We got a completely full healthy roster here. And the guys are playing well. They're really gelling as a team. Goaltending's been good. We're scoring goals, so it's going pretty well for us right now.
I want to touch on the goaltending since you just brought it up, but not a bad situation to be in when you've got the depth that the organization does, right? Joey Daccord, of course, set the bar extremely high, but now Chris Driedger could play in the NHL on several teams. I don't think that's a secret, but it's not such a bad thing here for the Firebirds to be able to have Driedger between the pipes.
Yeah, that's right. He's an NHL goaltender we're lucky to have, just like we did with Joey last year, and it's quite a luxury to have. But he's been solid for us, and even some games we haven't played our best, he's really coming in to save our bacon there. But like I said, we're lucky to have him. And then Alex Deskin behind him isn't so bad as well. He's come in, played very well when we needed him to as well.
The trade deadline coming up in just a couple weeks. Walk us through that process, if you can, just a little bit. Pull the curtain back. Something happens with Seattle. They make a trade. Ron Francis calls you and says, hey, we need to add a couple players. You've got a little input in that. What goes into that on your end, whether or not you want to lose a guy or you understand exactly the big picture, of course, with Seattle?
Yeah, the Kraken are always trying to make their team better, whether it's this year or beyond. And as a management staff, we're always talking and going through players and scenarios and stuff like that, and just ways of making both the Kraken better and the Firebirds. So it's constant communication, but in the end, we kind of follow suit with whatever they plan to do.
The bar was set extremely high last season. Dream season, unbelievable year. You still get goosebumps thinking about it. Not a bad problem to have with Logan Morrison, Ryan Winterton. Some of these young guys, Troy, you guys have drafted unbelievably. You've made the right moves. They fit in well. They fit that culture. So you just touch a little bit on some of these young guys that have come in and just fit so seamlessly.
Yeah, we've got a great crop of young players coming in, not just from the draft. Obviously, Logan Morrison, when we talk about Ty Karche last year, were both free agent players. Petro Sepola, Billy Petman, both free agents as well. But our draft choice is Shane Wright, Riker Evans, who's up with the big club right now, Ryan Winterton, Ville Odivine, and I could go on with some of these players. We've been really blessed with a great draft choices have come in and fit in seamlessly, both on and off the ice.
All right, Troy, I appreciate you taking a few times in your busy schedule. That is Troy Bodie, of course, Vice President of Hockey Operations with your Coachella Valley Firebirds. We'll see you soon, Troy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, again, Troy Bodie, Vice President of Hockey Operations with the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Coming up on the other side of the break, a quick look at your news update.